Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Today we've got a special Q&A session.
Yep.
Yeah, we asked you guys in a post on YouTube to give us some questions that you would like us to answer. And so you answered or you asked like 80.
80. Last I checked,
80
there were
questions.
80.
Whew, that's a lot of questions, guys. And so we're going to go ahead and try to answer some of those.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get to them all.
Yeah, 'cause that's a lot.
That's a lot of questions. But anyway, we want to answer some of those for you.
I
And
got 'em right here.
Jules is going to be the moderator.
All right.
And we'll try to answer them for you.
And I'm sorry if your question doesn't get answered today, but there are quite a bit. So the first one that we will go with is from RH, and he wants to know which one is better, but maybe it's more which one you like. Traveling by car, bus, or train.
Ooh. For me, right, unless there's just a lot of traffic, I prefer traveling by car.
Okay.
Because you get to see more and you're in control. You stop whenever you want to stop. You go wherever you want to go.
More freedom, maybe.
More freedom. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I would agree.
Car.
Yeah. Car is definitely my favorite way to travel.
Out of those three.
Yeah, for all the same reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
But the other ones have their pluses as well.
Yeah.
Because you can sleep on a train and you just arrive at your destination. So.
But then you don't have transportation when you get there.
Exactly.
Unless you rent a car or something.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on with the next one.
Yep.
He also asks which mall you prefer, and he gives 3 options. So we've got Hartono Mall, Ambarukmo Mall, and Malioboro Mall. So out of those 3 malls that are in Jogja, which of those is your favorite?
They're all really good malls, but if I had to choose one, I would choose Hartono because it's closest to my house.
Yeah.
And has pretty much everything that we'd want to go to the mall for. Like it has a hypermart, and it's got a theater, and it has a food court. So, it's got the things that we need, and it's close.
Okay, that's good. So the last question that he asks is, which city do you prefer? He asks which one is better, but I think he means which one do you like the best?
Okay.
So Jogja, Jayapura, or Jakarta?
Well, we live in Yogyakarta.
Yeah.
So I guess I would say I prefer that one, but I would really like to visit Jayapura again and see that. So if I had the opportunity to visit one of those 3, since I live in Jogja, I would choose Jayapura.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
I guess I'm too high still. Go ahead.
Okay, this is from Bosmiat.
Fall over.
He asks if you have ever joined like a ERTE or airway meeting, or Ronda, which is like kind of like security for your neighborhood. And have you ever joined any of those?
No. We've always if we've lived in an area that has security, then they've had like paid security guards, like professional ones, and not using the guys that just like go around from the neighborhood.
And when we lived in Papua, there was no need for anything like that. Actually, the school had a security guard where we lived, and
So no, haven't had the need yet.
I've been to an arisan, where like the women get together and have their meetings, but that was a while ago too. And that was in Bandung, actually.
A lot of things it seems like are on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so of course we go to church on Sunday and we're busy on Sunday, so we don't really get to participate in a lot of events because they're on Sunday a lot. Yeah, so that's like the day that everybody has off.
Yeah.
So they choose to have it on Sundays because most people don't go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Here in Indonesia, so they schedule most things on Sunday.
We've joined like early Sunday morning. Our community here in Jogja has had like a walk together and like a market, and so we've been able to do that like early in the morning, but then we don't get to finish out the event because we leave and go to worship. So it's kind of a bummer that we can't participate in everything.
It's kind of a bummer they schedule on Sunday.
Well, yeah. That too. Okay, Holiday with Charlie asks, what are our favorite foods? Machings as well.
Okay. Well, I just asked Sarah and said they are doing school right now, so they're not participating. But Seth said that his favorites were either burgers or Subway sandwiches. And if burgers, his favorite burgers right now are In-N-Out and Burger King.
Mm.
Sarah said hers was, what'd she say? I forgot
didn't
now.
hear. I don't know.
Oh, a burrito.
Oh,
Burritos.
breakfast burrito?
No,
Just a burrito.
just burritos, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. How about yours? What's yours?
I don't know. I always choose tempeh. I really like tempeh. So
Wow.
I don't know if it's my favorite food. Like I wouldn't want to eat that every day. But so maybe smoothies. I don't know if you can call smoothies a food, but I love fruit smoothies. And I
A particular type?
rarely drink smoothies here in Indonesia. Well, yeah, I like
Smoothie King? Jamba Juice?
Jamba Juice and Smoothie King, but there's one from Australia or New Zealand that this airport in Malaysia.
Those are really good.
Oh, is it Boost? I think it's called Boost.
Maybe.
And they're actually maybe my favorite in the whole world.
Wow, that's good praise there.
I really like. I think it's called Boost. If you guys are from Australia or New Zealand, you can tell me for sure. But I think it's Boost. And I loved their smoothies when I had them.
It's cool.
Yeah. So smoothies maybe are my favorite food.
All right. I think my favorite food changes with what I haven't gotten to eat in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
so right now, my favorite food would be a chorizo breakfast burrito from a small Mexican restaurant in Moab, Utah.
Wow, that's really specific.
It's super good. I'd like to have that right now.
Yeah.
Gojek might be able to get that for me.
Wow, that's pretty far.
I doubt it. Go food.
What about Maching?
Oh, Machin? I don't know what his favorite food is, but he eats a lot of cat food.
He eats, like, I think he really likes fish. And you guys, like, every time I'm making chicken in the house, he'll come in.
Or we buy chicken, like, from Olives.
Oh, yeah.
Like
so
fried
maybe
chicken
is actually his favorite food. Because I can be cooking anything else, and he doesn't come in. But if he smells chicken, he'll come in.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe chicken is actually
And
his
he
favorite.
doesn't just come in, he comes in like, wow.
Yeah,
wow,
he's like
wow.
crying for it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is a really good one from Chris Sandy. He asks, did you have an embarrassing moment in 2017?
You know, I read that and I tried to think of an embarrassing moment that I had, but I can't like think of anything that was really embarrassing. I mean, like I know I forgot people's names and that's embarrassing, but that's not a big deal. You know, like really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I can't. Do you think of anything that was embarrassing for me?
For you? No, I don't think you get embarrassed very much.
Maybe because I don't talk a lot.
But you don't like do a lot of things that would be embarrassing, I don't think.
Yeah.
I
What about
don't
you?
know.
Did you have any embarrassing moments?
I think only like I've said some things and then we're embarrassed that I said them because I didn't think it was appropriate, something like that.
Okay.
But nothing like really serious, like walking around with your,
You didn't like put your underwear on the outside of your clothes and
Yeah.
forget you did it.
No.
Have toilet paper hanging off your shoe.
No, nothing crazy like that.
All right. Next question.
Dr. Dimas Arioluksomo
Are you a real doctor?
asks, why did you choose to live in Jogja? Like, why Jogja?
Why Jogja? Well, Jogja is a university town and it's pretty diverse. And so we chose Jogja a lot for that reason because there's a lot of diversity here and we can meet people and work with people from all over Indonesia that are here to study. And also, it's not too large of a city. And there's a mountain really close and a beach really close. In miles close, not in time close. Time-wise, they're far away.
Okay.
Distance, they're close.
Okay, cool. Kandi Lintang asks, what's the most different thing about celebrating Christmas in Indonesia versus America? The most different.
Yeah, I bet that for people, I bet that the biggest difference in celebrating Christmas in those two places is the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's winter in the northern hemisphere where America is, and so it's cold and there's snow in a lot of places. But here it's hot and humid like it is every other day.
Yeah, very tropical.
I bet that's the biggest difference.
Okay, this is an interesting question From Visha Mulchan. He wants to know what we call our in-laws. So, what do you call my parents, and what do I call your parents?
Yeah, so we call them by their first name.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
call
We
'em-
don't call them. I don't call them Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. I just call them Richard and Kay.
Yeah, or mom and dad.
Well,
No, I call
don't.
my parents mom and dad, but I don't call your parents
Yeah, they
mom
want
and
to
dad.
know what you call your in-laws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I call them by their first name.
Yeah, me too. First names,
Mhm.
first name basis. How long? Let's see. No. Oh, Kevin A wants to know if you can say anything in Javanese. Do you
Mongo,
know any
Sami
words?
Sami, couple, not too
Oh,
many.
I learned a new one. Panten. I think Panten. I think it means. What does it mean? I forget. I
Yeah.
guess I didn't learn it very well then.
I guess not. Most of the people that we hang out with and work with are actually not Javanese.
Yeah.
They're from
Pinten.
Batam, Kupang, Papua, Sumatra.
Oh yeah. Okay, here it is. Pinten. I just learned
Pinten.
that yesterday because somebody asked me and I didn't know what it meant, but it means in Indonesian berapa, or English like how much. Pinten. Pinten. Pinten.
Alright, let's go next.
Okay.
Airplane. If you guys can hear that, that's an airplane.
Rafi Noval Pamudi wants to know who the president of Indonesia is.
Jokowi.
I'm sure you knew that. So this person, Nofia Eko, wants to know about Sarah and Seth. If they start school or start college in America, will we stay in Indonesia and keep vlogging here? Or would we go to America with them?
If we're in Indonesia when they go to college and we still have work to do in Indonesia at that time, then we would probably stay in Indonesia. If we don't have work here anymore, then we wouldn't be here.
Okay. This is a really good one. I like this question. Tita Palupi asks what our first impressions were when we stepped into Indonesia. What our first impressions were.
When we stepped into it, for me, it was hot and humid. The first, when you step off of the air-conditioned airplane
Yeah.
and your foot first hits the what is it called, the jetway? Yeah, the jetway at the airport. Hot and humid.
Yeah, same for me.
We came in February.
The first time?
The first time, February.
No, when we came and visited. The first time was that February?
Oh yeah, the first time. No, it
It
was
was
in
in
July.
summer.
Yeah.
It was summer of when we first came and visited. Summer of 2012.
I think so.
Yeah. So that hot and humid for sure.
I'm gonna ask you guys that are watching live. Does Julie need to speak up a little bit? Can you hear her? Okay.
Can you hear me? Is my voice too quiet?
Let's see here.
Okay. The next question comes from Min Schoner, and he wants to know what the difficulties you had when you first moved to another country.
The only other country that I've ever moved to was Indonesia, and so I guess like one of the first difficulties would be communication. Yeah, not being able to speak to people because we didn't know the language when we first moved here, and then also communication back home as well because we moved to Indonesia in 2005 and we moved to Papua, and so communication was difficult going back home as well and expensive. Remember? We had to wait in line and then we went into that little tiny phone booth at the Wartel, and then like the numbers, you just watch the numbers scroll up as you're talking on the phone.
Yeah. That got expensive.
Yeah.
So we didn't call home very often.
No, we didn't even have cell phones at that time.
No. Took a while. Things have gotten a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Jesiah Brahmana wants to know how many languages you speak.
2.
2 languages. And are you, let's see, Ashley Alexandria wants to know if you're happy in Indonesia. And you already answered where you're living in Jogja. Okay, how about that? Are you happy living in Indonesia?
I'm happy living in Indonesia.
Okay. Astafa Safa wants to know what your number one favorite place to eat in Jogja is. Your favorite place to eat.
It is here at the house. That's my favorite place to eat, and the place we eat most often.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, here's another food one from Ariel Ashari. What's your favorite geprek chicken restaurant? Geprek chicken. You could tell them what geprek chicken is, right?
Geprek chicken means like smashed chicken, smashed and usually smashed with peppers in it, and so it's really spicy, smashed, fried chicken, like breaded fried chicken that's smashed with peppers.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Favorite place? I haven't really eaten it too much lately. I think I don't know, got kind of bored of it or something. But if I had to choose a place right now at this moment, I would choose Geprek Bas.
Yeah, me too. Geprek Bas in Hartono Mall.
Yeah.
They make good geprek chicken. I am geprek.
They make good smashed chicken.
Yeah, and I like it there because you can choose your level of hotness. So, like, I think I even once asked for only half a pepper. But they were happy to do it, so
Yeah.
that was okay.
It's cool.
Since we're getting into the new year, Ivan Gunaman asks what our New Year's resolutions are, and and list things you have done this year. So maybe New Year resolutions. Do you have any?
I haven't made any New Year's resolutions really yet, and the New Year's gonna be here so fast. I don't know that I will, but I think maybe, just to continue to improve in all different ways. Hey, look at that! My mom's on there. Hi, Mom. You get a special. We haven't really talked about people on live yet. Oh, where'd you go? We lost you. Because my mom just asked a question.
Hi,
what was
Kay. She just wanted to know if Santa Claus visited us this year.
Oh, really? No, but he didn't visit us. And it's something I saw about food.
I don't know. I missed it.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
How do we find the old... Oh, there it is.
What food do you miss from the...
You're
you're falling over.
Mom's falling over.
What food do you miss from... I miss your tacos, Kay.
Oh, and your fried bread.
And your chili and fried bread.
Yes.
Can you have those ready for us when we come visit?
My mom, guys, makes excellent tacos and excellent fried bread with her chili beans.
Yep.
That is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for bringing up all these sad memories now, Mom.
Now we really, really miss you.
All right, let's keep going with the other questions. Thank you for replying and watching too, Mom.
Yeah. Yay. So happy to see you. Okay. Shofian ID asks, have you ever thought about Sarah or Seth getting married to an Indonesian?
Yes, we've thought about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Likely, maybe.
Who knows if they will or not.
Or some other Asian. Doesn't have to be Indonesia.
No, just so long as it's a human and of the opposite sex.
Gina Ray asks,
preferably a person of the same faith.
Yeah. Gina Ray asks, what's the benefits of being a bule in Indonesia?
Ooh, the benefits in a sarcastic way. You get to pay more for things. That's a benefit.
That's not a benefit.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a benefit or not.
I don't know, because we try not to act like a typical bule, like a typical white person. I think sometimes what I've seen are, in a negative way, is that bule with like a lot of money kind of act like a boss, but that's not our character.
Yeah.
And so we don't act necessarily like your typical like foreigners living in Indonesia. That's just not the way that we live. Like, we try to be more like the locals. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know what benefits there are.
I don't know either. You get your picture taken a lot.
Oh, that is a benefit. Yeah.
I don't think that's a benefit though. Kevin Lee Wong asks, what are your best and worst experiences in Indonesia?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Best and worst experiences. Best experience, Seth being born in Indonesia.
Yeah, he was.
How about
born
that? Worst experience, let's go with crashing on a motorcycle in Papua.
Oh.
And the kids going flying.
Yeah, that was weird.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Have you ever told them that?
Yeah, it's in a video somewhere
Okay.
talking about his crashing.
Okay.
There's even pictures of like Seth all bloodied up
Yeah.
and Sarah crying.
Just a real quick one from Damien Gagne. If you want our mailing address, it's in the description of all of our videos. There's a P.O. Box mailing address, so
Yeah.
you can send an email through there.
Any more good questions in there that we have time for? We're already up to 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, we are getting kind of long, huh?
Yeah.
Any other really, really good ones?
Why don't you guys write where you are from in the live chat there so we can see where you guys are watching from?
Some of these are kind of the same questions asked over, like what food we like and why we chose Jogja. A lot of you guys want to know about homeschooling, and Sarah and Seth both homeschool. We've talked about that in other vlogs, though, so I don't know if you want to go into that now or not. Donna Q asks if, like, Sarah and Seth have Saturday and Sunday off every week. And it kind of depends because, like, as you guys know, we travel as a family. We do things as a family all the time. So sometimes they'll do school on Saturday, usually not Sunday. But it just kind of depends on what we need to do.
Yeah, because we like it because it's so flexible. And so if we need to do something, say, on Thursday and Friday, then we can do something on Thursday and Friday as a family. And then they might have to do school on Saturday. So, just like Jules said.
Yeah. Wahyu Hidayat asked what part of Bekasi we lived in.
I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name. It was a long time ago.
know.
But it's kind of close to the Mall Metropolitan.
Yeah,
not too far from there.
It was
On the north side, it was north and east of the Mall Metropolitan in a housing complex that had a swimming pool.
Yeah,
So,
there was a gym and a nice swimming pool.
it was kind of close to a river.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the perumahan.
It was north of the train tracks.
Yeah.
And it was north of the train tracks and east of a river.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
That's
You
not
guys
very
figure it out. I don't know.
specific. And Denny Prijatmiko wants to know if we, the house that we live in, if it's rented or do we own it?
It's rented.
Yeah.
We rent it on an annual basis.
We've lived in 2 houses since we've lived in Jogja.
Kamang Pratama.
Huh?
Somebody just wrote Kamang Pratama.
Oh, I don't know.
Pratama.
I don't know the name of it
I don't
at
remember.
all. Yeah.
Ooh, New
So-
Zealand.
Hey,
Cool.
so you from New Zealand? Is Boost, is that from New Zealand? Because I don't know.
Look at that. This one says message retracted. I wonder what that means.
I don't know. Maybe they deleted it.
Maybe.
Like it wasn't good. That's about all I mean, there's more, and I kind of only skimmed through some of them, but some of them repeat. Some of them I don't want to ask.
Okay, there we go. Maybe some of them are too private.
Yeah, some of them are kind of private. And we didn't, like, you guys have been asking a lot of questions throughout these last 20 minutes, but we wanted to take priority of these questions
Yeah,
that
the people
were asked
that were, that took the time to
Yeah.
write questions.
yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. And so if you did not get that notice, right, of me wanting
Yeah.
to get your questions, we'll do this every so often, yeah? But if you didn't get that, that was a post that I put on there. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and that you have the bell icon clicked, right? Click the bell icon and make sure that you get all notifications, including posts, right? So videos and posts. And then hopefully you'll be able to participate in the next Q&A session
Yeah.
that we have.
Yeah, the posts are pretty cool because we get to interact with you guys even more often than normal
Yeah,
through YouTube.
right.
So, somebody did ask why there's no video today.
But that was yesterday.
And there was yesterday.
Yeah. Because we didn't make one for yesterday. We were busy.
Well, we've been working on the course.
Yeah.
That's taken
been
a lot
taking
of the time.
lots of our free time.
Yeah.
So anyway, hopefully that'll be done by the new year. Hopefully. After we
Yeah.
finish this, go work on that a little bit more.
Yeah. And plans are really moving. From today, we only have 2 weeks until we start our trip with Mark and Amy Collins and their boys.
Yeah.
2 weeks from today, 14 days. So we'll go to Malaysia for 5 days, then Singapore for 2 days, and then Jakarta, I think, for 5 days, Bandung for 2 days, back to Jogja for, I forget how many days, 4 or 5 days, and part of that will be in Semarang too, and then to Bali
And to Bali.
for another 5 days. So it's going really good. Like plans
Yeah.
are really moving forward, and I think we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff to show you guys along the way. I hope that
That'd be
you're
cool.
excited to see those things that are coming up. So it's gonna be fun,
Yep.
and we're excited about it.
It's true. We're excited about ending this video too. All right. So we hope you guys have a really great day.
And keep smiling.